Welcome back. All right, quick news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Saturday, June the 8th. Hey, the NHL's back to playing. And if you don't feel like watching the NHL, there's 2 AHL games tonight, both Game 5s being on. Hershey and Coachella Valley looking to stay in this and move on to the next round and play each other in the final, whereas Cleveland and Milwaukee are looking to stay alive and maybe keep their hopes alive for reverse sweeps on both sides of the board. That being said, the board in front of you shows PWHL at the top, so I went with my Minnesota Fighting Saints WHA jersey, because why not? It's not Minnesota Wild. But the PWHL Minnesota team has had their general manager removed. Apparently there's been a rift between Coach Ken Klee and Natalie Darwitz, who helped to put the team together that just won the championship for Minnesota, the first year for PWHL, and she's out. The league isn't saying much else about it. Just saying that it was for personal reasons. It's not just, and again, this is according to Jana Hefford, who was talking on behalf of the league, that the real reason, the full reason for the removal has not been given, and that it's more than just a rift between the coach and the general manager, although there's been some that maybe we're on the general manager's side amongst the players. But there are definitely players backing the coach. So kind of a messy situation. We'll see what happens from there. Also, the PWHL saying that Klee is going to be one of those who's deciding on who gets drafted when the draft comes up, but also saying that he's not an interim GM and not really giving much information on who the next GM is going to be. But it's kind of a messy situation. So we'll see how things turn out. Of course, Minnesota winning a championship, that could bring the universe to a halt. I'm kidding, but only kind of. So tonight we get the Oilers in Florida. It's been reported the lines tonight. We're going to see Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman on the first line, Kane, Draisaitl, and Holloway on the second. And then your bottom six, Janmark, Henrique, and Brown, Fogle, McLeod, and Perry. I didn't see the four lines that Florida's going to employ tonight. Game 1 starts at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. I feel like I did the series preview, and then I did the video yesterday where I got in depth with looking at the rosters. I've done everything to preview this that I can. You guys can let me know who you think wins the game tonight. And Paul Maurice saying you don't need coffee before the game. Everybody's wired. And basically both teams saying that they're anxious for this to get started. All the normal things. I didn't put all the quotes up there because you guys know it's all boilerplate stuff. It's all standard. Just watch Shorzy. He does the whole boilerplate thing too. Macklin Celebrini. Watch for pull-ups. Isn't this a Sam Bennett thing? Seeing whether or not guys can do pull-ups, but Celebrini not having a problem with pull-ups, and is really impressed apparently at this combine. So the combine wrapping up this weekend, but teams going in, having players take physicals, looking at all the testing, and doing interviews with the players, and this can absolutely have an effect. And this season, since the draft class is so wide open, I feel like the combine's maybe a little more important than normal. Because there is the likelihood that Celebrini's going to go, and then we're going to see a bunch of defensemen get taken. But do not discount that centers will jump up the draft list. It happens every single year. And whether sometimes teams are right to take the center over somebody else, sometimes they're wrong. But I do expect that to happen again this season. I will be doing my mock draft as well soon. I'm almost done in terms of the prospect videos I want to look at. And then, we'll do the mock draft, and then maybe I'll do some prospect videos a little bit after the draft. Although, really, after the draft is done, there's almost zero interest on the prospect videos, so we'll see. But yeah, Celebrini, impressing, and most of them have, really. These players are really well coached when it comes to media, and you can see that they're in really good shape. So, yeah, good luck for any GM trying to figure out which one should be ranked where. The Chicago Blackhawks apparently not looking at a potential reunion with Patrick Kane. Kane's a free agent this summer, and with the way things ended between Detroit and Kane, it doesn't look like he's going back to Detroit. So he should be hitting the market on July the 1st. I would expect him not necessarily go to the team that's going to offer him the most money. I think he's going to go where he has a chance to win a Stanley Cup. But Chicago is looking to add forwards, and keep in mind, with the amount of cap space they have, they could bring in a really good winger, and I know Gensel's the rumor. I don't get into rumors. That's been the whole rumor, that they'd love to have Gensel. Who wouldn't? But they're a team that can offer to spend a lot more money, and they could give him a long-term deal and give him a chance to play on the same line as Bedard. So he'd go from playing with Crosby to playing with Bedard. Poor guy. Poor guy. At any rate, we'll see what happens there. But let me know your thoughts. Who do you think Chicago picks up? If you're a PWHL fan, who would you like to see step into the role of general manager for the team now that they need a new one? And again, let me know your winner in the comment section below as to who you think wins the game tonight. Thank you guys so much for your support as always. Greatly appreciated. I do enjoy doing the history videos. I absolutely love doing history videos. I know the view counts are usually lower on those. And honestly, that's fine because I really do enjoy getting into the NHL's history. And again, I feel like with so many potentially new fans to the sport since the last time I did it, whether it's in Seattle, whether it's in Utah, or just in general, it's still fun to remember where the league came from and to go through the process, the evolution of the game until now. And I think it makes me appreciate the game more now too. But hey, thank you guys for all your support. Like I said, I will talk to you again soon.